Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the EVES auction room here today, and we've got 8 fantastic properties for sale with here this afternoon. So for those of you that are here to secure your new home, all the best in your endeavours, and of course to our sellers, thank you very much for the faith that you put into us and trusting us with the marketing of your property. We really do appreciate, for those of you that have been in residence while we've been going through the campaign, your tireless efforts in presenting the properties throughout the marketing campaign. Very much appreciated, and of course we wish you the best in your endeavours here this afternoon as well. My role today, folks, Grant Child is my name, and my role is pretty self-explanatory. I'm the one with the microphone. I'm here to facilitate proceedings with you here this afternoon and help you move to the next chapter of your lives. But I don't do it by myself. I've got an outstanding team with me. First of all, Robin, she looks after all the technology in the auction room. If everything goes haywire, don't panic, just sit tight, take a deep breath. She'll have it fixed in a jiffy. She's a magic magician when it comes to that sort of thing. I've also got Louis, Scott, Mark and Craig. They're on the bottom of the screen there, folks. They've got a wealth of experience. They are here today to assist you. If your bids don't take you to the seller's reserve price, then I'll pause the auction, and the auction is not ended at that point in time. The auction just goes on hold. I'll press on and move on to the next property, so we're not holding people up. But we want to give you every opportunity that we possibly can to work with our sellers here today and achieve your objective of securing your new home and moving on with life, as I said before. So one of the team will step in. If we don't reach the owner's reserve price, the auction will go on pause, and you can continue discussions with the sellers, and one of the team will facilitate those proceedings for you. At which time, if you reach agreement, it will come back to me. They will come back. They'll brief me on what the conclusions are. I'll then confirm any amendments, and then the property will be put to the market and sold to the highest bidder. If you don't reach agreement, though, folks, be very clear. The moment I formally close the auction, then anybody can come forward with an offer. That does include conditional buyers. And I can tell you now, there are a lot of them racing around out there in the marketplace at this point in time, not in the fortunate elite position as you are in cash here today. So let's turn our attention now to the documentation. Obviously the buyers and sellers guide, they're available in the stand outside of the room. You've seen them all over the kitchen tables at the open homes, and you've probably got more of them in your possession than we have in storage. We have to provide those to you, and you've certainly got one by way of having them in the stand outside of the room. Contract of sale, that's the most important one, of course, been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen there. The finalised copies have now all been finalised and ticked off by the vendor's solicitors. Those copies are available also out in the stand there as well. But if there's been any additions, any amendments, deletions, when I go through the legal aspects of the property, I'll confirm any changes to you, but your salesperson would have contacted you and advised you of that by now anyway. So based on that, folks, I'm going to assume that everybody's read, understood and accept that contract that we work to. It's a very easy, simple document in my opinion, approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand, Auckland District Law Society, and of course our vendors. And hopefully you've done your due diligence and had your solicitor run their eye over it as well. So by way of that, I don't need to go through the entire document. On the front page, at the bottom of the front page, you see the conduct of auction. That's what you see highlighted in blue on the screen as well. Again, I'm not going to go through that. You've all had the opportunity to read that. Just for a little bit of confidence and clarity for you folks, I just want to cover off vendor bidding. Now, if there is any vendor bidding done today, it will only be done by me. When the vendors have signed all the documentation, they have authorised that I am the only one that is authorised to submit vendor bids. Nobody else can do that. If I do, folks, I will disclose any vendor bids to you, and I will only use a vendor bid if I've got one person that's participating in the auction. Vendor bids will never be used at or above the vendor's reserve price. I will work with you with a vendor bid. I'm not working against you, I'm working with you to get you to that negotiating platform. And like I said, I will disclose them and only use them if I've only got one person that's participating in the auction. So simply a technique to help you get to that negotiation platform. Two other things that I just want to clarify for you folks is, of course, your obligations is that if the hammer does fall in your favour, then salespeople will take you through and grab the original documentation, fill it all out for you, just to give us your do-re-mi on that, and seals the deal, and of course payment of your 10% deposit, and that's payable electronically out the front there as well, unless you pay alternative arrangements with the sellers. So a little bit of a long preamble, I know, but just for a bit of confidence and clarity, any questions at this junction, I'll also throw those questions over to anybody that might be watching via the live stream particularly any of our telephone bidders that we've got registered. And I know there are some of our phone bidders, some of our bidders today bidding by telephone, folks. We've got all the documentation in place authorising us to accept those bids as well. No questions? I just have a funny feeling there's a problem out of perception there. We'll just pause for a second, folks, until we get this I told you she was a mission, she's fixed it already. Okay, so given the fact that there's no questions, we've got everything all finalised now. Let's move straight into our first property for the afternoon, number 22B, Maihi. Ashley Davidson from our Camera Node office. They've been presenting this property. Girls, you've done an outstanding job, as you always do, presenting this property. A great property indeed. Certainly a bespoke property there, purpose-built with an absolute labour of love. It's dripping in rich character of the reclaimed beach timbers, as you will have witnessed when you went through and visited the property as well. So let's just cover off the legal aspect. It is a freehold estate, just 391 square metres of land, more or less, is all you purchase here today. So nothing too onerous in terms of weekends with mowing lawns and doing gardens. 41863 is the record of title number that describes the legal aspects of the property, and I understand, girls, we do have registered telephone bidding for this one as well. So welcome to that bidder watching via the live stream. All the best. 28 days from today's date is our settlement date, and flexibility around that. Any other changes to the channels listed at all? No, just additions, deletions. Excellent. Okay, so on the interior, you'll recall that nice crisp white interior, the large expanses of the walls there, absolutely perfect for your treasured art pieces as well. The upper level, well, that's dedicated solely to the large entertaining area, and obviously further enhanced by the Mount Harbour and those wonderful leafy urban vistas as well. So certainly a very relaxing environment for your new home. Secluded seating areas, mature trees, garden beds, veggie plots. You've even got that cute little hobby room, plus for every gardener's delight, you've got that potting shed as well. So it really is one of those homes that caters for people that don't want too much to look after, but they can keep the green fingers nice and nimble as well. So a great option here for you. If you are investors, buyers, you can expect a return circa $520 a week for this property at 22B Maihi Crescent. Absolutely immaculate in every sense. And so really it is time now for you buyers to unsubscribe from your property search and buy 22B Maihi Crescent. Who says go? Where would you like to start bidding away? Maihi Crescent. It's a nice quiet street, eh? Everybody's going to fit in well if we stay like that today. $760,000. We're underway with our phone bidder at $760,000. Good strong start at $760,000. Happy to take a $20,000 rise from here. At $760,000, we're on the bike and pedaling now at $760,000. Take a 20 if you've got it there, folks. First call out was at a bit down the back there. Be very careful waving out in the auction room, especially if the now selling sign is flashing, but we're not quite there yet for this one. At $760,000, first I call now, second time, third. Last opportunity, are we in or out now at $760,000, $780,000 I'll say. At $780,000 I'll say for our seller now. Take me to $800,000 with our phone bidder, shall we go there now? At $780,000, be clear, it's a vendor bid at this point in time. $790,000. Prefer the $800,000. If they go to $800,000, if there's no further bids, I'll pause. They can discuss with our seller at that juncture. Yep, $800,000. At $800,000 even with our phone bidder over here on the right hand side against everybody else in the room, just the one registered phone bidder, folks, the rest is up to you. At $800,000 for the first call now before we pause and talk with our phone bidder at this point in time, second time, third, final opportunity, are you in or out? Bids at the back up there, Craig, at $800,000 even. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Moving straight along to our second property for the afternoon, folks, 748 Marine Parade, and when you go over the other side of our wonderful harbour bridge, certainly an agent that needs no introduction over there is Charlotte Gardner, working out of our Patamara office. She's been marketing this stylish inner city residence. It's an absolutely outstanding lock and leave situation, so really is one of those properties that caters for both. Whether you're looking for a holiday home, Charlotte, or a wonderful residence to reside in, here it is there on the screen there, folks. The opportunity to kick back beside the complex pool and take in the sunsets from the spa, well, that's an added bonus for you at 7 Bar 48 Marine Parade. Legally disclosed as a stratum and freehold, therefore you bid on the basis we've provided you with the pre-contract disclosure statement. Record of title 452903 confirms all the legal aspects of the property, and Friday the 14th of April 2023. So plenty of opportunity for some lotto tickets between now and there. You just need a bit of a top up.
The second place one.
Pardon?
The second place one.
Oh, you get the first one. Yeah, okay. All right. Are we sharing?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. You get the second place lotto ticket, not the first one. That's ours. Just a reminder of clause 23, folks, the proposed extraordinary levy, the vendors confirm that they will pay $9,651.60 for the proposed extraordinary level to the body corp, which will cover their current estimated cost on the scheme of maintenance to the roof work. Now, should that body corp proposed extraordinary levy final cost be lesser than that amount, then the purchasers irrevocably authorise the body corp to refund the balance of those funds back to the vendors. So, a pretty fair statement that as well, and that clause is there obviously to protect you. Any changes to the channels list or anything? No, all good to go. Now the floor plan of this property, folks, was very, very sensibly laid out and spacious. The flow is just effortless from the moment you enter into the property itself. The dwellings within this complex are very, very tightly held, and their availability is extremely rare. So this makes this an absolute golden opportunity. Of course, Marine Parade known as the Golden Mile anyway, so I had to throw that little pun in. The galley-style kitchen will access a pivotal centre point. It's generous width that offers full functionality for your keen home cooks as well. You're going to enjoy throwing some pots and pans around in that kitchen, you see. If your culinary past is a little bit checkered, folks, then I can tell you now this kitchen is going to resolve that for you. Front row seat on Marine Parade is what you buy here today. The convenient positioning sits you directly opposite the Mount's Golden Sands. You've got those renowned surf breaks there as well. Plus you're only moments away from being able to give your credit card a good thrashing down at the boutique retail areas, popular dining facilities in downtown the Mount, and of course that landmark attraction being Mount Maunganui itself. Time to say go on this one, buyers. Where would you like to start that figure away? Looking for cash interest on this one. Not going to help you with this one. Not going to suggest anything. Going to leave it entirely up to you. Who says go for 7 Bar 48 Marine Parade? Charlotte, I know you've been working with some people that are not in a position to be able to bid at the auction. Cash buyers, you get first shot. Otherwise, I'm simply going to close the auction and hand it straight back to Charlotte. First, second, last chance in or outs. Charlotte, a little bit more work to do on that one, but I know you're going to find somebody for that property very, very quickly indeed, because I know our vendors are very realistic and very motivated to work with somebody. So if you're looking for somebody like that, something like this, folks, talk to Charlotte. If you know of anybody, get them to contact Charlotte now back from our office. The auction is now closed. 10 Kotuku Place. Sharon and Malcolm Blakey have been marketing this property here. It is a simply outstanding opportunity for you. It's so peaceful and calm with the delightful bird song and serenity that this home offers you, folks. You are simply captivated by the charm the moment you arrive at the property. The legal aspects of it, SA 22B Folio 392 is the record of title, confirming a freehold estate of 865 square metres of land, more or less, so absolutely plenty of room for the little feet to run around and enjoy their own patch of land. Channels list, any other changes to the channels list? 10 working days from today is still our settlement date. No additions, deletions there. Bit of flexibility if we need it. So if you need an alternative date, just talk to Malcolm or Sharon. They'll sort it out for you there. You can appreciate the soaring timber ceilings and the nod to the 70s with the sunken second lounge on the second floor in this particular property here. It really does offer you a retreat to the sanctuary of the master suite there on the third floor, and of course that takes in those wonderful views of the inner harbour as well. The modern light-filled kitchen, well, that's linked to the dining area. You've got the good-sized breakfast bar as well there. Perfect spot to enjoy your coffee in the mornings with the sun rays just absolutely streaming in as you witness there on the screen. You will have all noticed that when you went and viewed the property. Mind you, you might have been able to get there when the sun's been shining the way the weather's been recently. But you see it there of the photographs, folks. Look at that sun just pouring into that kitchen there. Absolutely superb indeed. The location, the privacy, the size of the section, well, that presents many, many options to any astute buyer. You'll only be limited by your imagination when you buy this property here, folks. A prime location of number 10 going to be Place in the very popular Matua Peninsula. Where would you like to say go for this one? Looking for an opening bid from you from the floor. No registered telephone bidders. If you're here for this one, folks, you need to give me a figure, and I'm happy to work with you, and we can take it from there. Start me wherever you like. Guide you from there. First call for an opening bid. You're in the position of cash. Now's the time to put it on the table, folks. Second call. Third, last chance for cash interest. Obviously, no cash interest here today. No, I'm going to close the auction. Right, what sort of buying power? We're talking about the Matua Peninsula. We're talking about, what did I say, 865 square metres of land. We'll throw the house in as well. How much money do we need to buy?
Today, you can have this for
$1,050,000 is the buy now price, folks. It's now for sale out there to the open market at $1,050,000. If you know of anybody that's looking for Matua, then just ring the Cherrywood office, ask for Malcolm or Sharon. They will assist you from there. The property's now priced at $1,050,000 only. Right, back we go, folks, to number 22B, Mahi Crescent. I have an amended bid now from our telephone bidder. Rebecca, can you just confirm with our phone bidder on the phone there, they amended their bid to $821,000, please. Confirming at $821,000, ma'am. Your instructions to me as your auctioneer today are to sell to this bidder, sure, or not get a higher bid. Can I just confirm that, please? On the market it goes then at $821,000 for the one or better bid, folks. Here's the opportunity for you. If you'll be waiting for this one, don't let it slip by, because first call now, time runs low. Second time, third, final opportunity, and or else. Alright, pressing on to our next property for the afternoon, folks. Number 1, Sterling Gate Drive, Jacqueline Arnsworth, working out of our Bethlehem office. Presenting this property, and Jacqueline, you've been very busy at the open homes for this property. It's been a very popular property indeed. So, maximum numbers through the property. That speaks volumes of the type of property that it is and the location that it is, and of course speaks volumes of the wonderful work that Jacqueline does out there in the marketplace. Now, it is a solid home and it is a former show home. So, when you take those sorts of things into consideration, folks, show homes. When the building companies do present show homes, there's no expense spared. They put top of the range stuff in there, and that's what you get here at number 1 Sterling Gate Drive. Now, one owner, well, that speaks volumes of the location and what the property has to offer. Nice and comfortable indeed. And of course, when you buy the property, we're even going to throw in, it's not going to cost you any extra, we'll chuck in those views from the harbour that run right around to Mount Maunganui as well. When you look at the legal aspects of it, SA 61B, Folio 153 is the record of title that confirms that you secure 910 square metres of land, more or less. 15 working days, Jacqueline, is still our settlement date. Any other changes to the channels list or anything? No changes there. There has been a change to the contract. In my preamble, I did mention that I would highlight anything if there were any changes. There has been a further clause inserted into the contract at the request of the vendor's solicitor. Just a pretty standard clause, folks. It just states that as the property is being sold by the executors of an estate, the purchasers further acknowledge and accept that the vendor is selling the property on an as-is whereas basis. Therefore, there are no vendor warranties. Pretty standard when the vendors that are actually selling the property haven't been in occupation and haven't actually lived there. So that's the executors of the estate just can't give any vendor warranties. So Pretty straightforward. Now, if you are chasing sun, folks, then have a look at this there. It's just the property itself. It's not a problem. It's actually an advantage. It just bathes in sunshine there, the northerly aspect of it, and you get in those magical views that you see there. Just never ever let the sun set on anything, folks. Because if you wait, you might miss it. Because the sun sets every day. Don't miss the opportunity to buy this property here like a setting sun. 240 square metres of home is what we're going to offer you here today, folks. You know, all the living areas, they're designed with the oversized windows. You've got 2.7 metre stud height to maximise the size of the property indeed, and of course those stunning views as well. As I said, owned by one, but I can tell you now this property has been admired by many as they make their turn into Stirling Gate with this property situated at number 1. Stirling being the perfect name for this particular property. In your hands, guys, who'd like to start bidding away for this one? Oh, we've got some interest in this one, so where would you like to start anyway? Happy to suggest a figure, maybe 1.1? Somebody said, thank you, sir. Appreciate the start. $1,100,000. We're underway now at $1,100,000, and I'm happy to take $20,000 rises from here. At 1.1, the start at the back there now, taking 20 rises from here. It's entirely up to you here in the room today, folks. No phone bidders registered on this one. 1-1's the number at this point in time, chasing down the 20 rise. First call. Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us, having to work alongside you then, sir, at 1120. It's with me. Vendor bid $1,120,000. Can I make it 1140 on your behalf? At $1,140,000, he raises his hand again. Appreciate you working with me quickly as well, sir. At $1,140,000, the bid's at the back of the room there, fair and square. 1140,000. First call now for an advance on that, still taking 20s at this juncture. Second time. Third, last chance, are you in or out? Once more on behalf of our seller, sir, at 1160, make it 1180, we'll pause, give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our seller at that juncture. 1,160, it's with me. Vendor bid, can't help you at this level, sir. Need an advance on that. 1180 would be the strategic move for you.
1175.
1175, okay, I'll look, sir, I'm feeling in a really good mood, and I do appreciate you working with me like that. At 1,175,000, just 5 short of my suggestion. Happy to work with you on that, but I am obliged to put it back to the floor at this point in time. $1,175,000, the high bid here gets the opportunity to continue talking with our seller here for the want of a better bid. First call now, 1.2 would be the strategic move I would suggest to you. Second time. Third, last chance in a route. Louise, bids over here at $1,175,000. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Right, moving on, folks. Number 14, Lloyd Street is the next one. Steve Sigley, working out of our Cameron Road, also has been presenting this property. Steve, you're on the phone with the buyer. We do have registered telephone bidding on this one. Of course, phone bidders watching on the live stream will wish you the best as well. I left 14 Lloyd Street, the property in question, where Steve's marketing has described the property appropriately as the views are big, the section's big, and the opportunity is even bigger. These opportunities don't come up very often. I can tell you folks, I've called over 10,700 auctions, and it's not very often I get to call an auction for a property in Lloyd Street. In fact, I can count on less than one hand how many I've called in Lloyd Street. That is longevity of tenure at this location. Big opportunity. It is legally described as freehold estate. 1,619 square metres of land, more or less, is what you get. A very generous parcel of land as well. SA 18 Folio 145 is the record of title that describes all the legal aspects of it. 15 working days. Where's he gone? Steve. 15 working days. From today's date is our settlement day. Any other changes to the channel? So no changes there. Just a quick reminder, folks, that at the request of the vendor solicitor, clause 9 of the contract, vendor warranties, has been deleted. So back to the property itself, you've got that classic 3-bedroom 1960s Beasley weatherboard home. It's just crying out for someone with a little bit of DIY in their blood to refurbish and modernise the property, and it obviously provides the perfect canvas for you to unleash your inner design talents as well and create something very special. Think about the location as well, folks, and think about the fact that I've said that there are very few properties in this location come to the market. Small sections becoming the new norm. You are nestled here on, as I said, 1,619 square metres. The opportunity to create your own rambling orchard or run some chickens, it's yours for the taking, but just there it is there, you see it on the screen there. Look at the location and proximity to the walkways, the water. You've got, of course, you've got the shopping complex just over there on the left-hand side. You're not too far away from the DIYs from Mega Mine 10, so it really is all about location. With all that, this opportunity has offer surely the best of luck is all the luck you make for yourself in this particular opportunity. Remember, the views are big, the section's big, the opportunity is even bigger. Who says go for this one? Looking for a start, fair and reasonable is all we ask for. Would have thought 650 would be a fair and reasonable start for something like this. Somebody get me underway at 650. Be a long way. I know we've got interest. Phone bidder, happy to get us underway. All right, I'll start your way then at $650,000. The vendor bid there to give you the opportunity to buy here today at $650,000. So the vendor bid at this point in time, I've taken anything less than a 20 on this type, on that sort of number at this sort of level though. At $650,000, looking for a $20,000 rise, do we go 670? The opportunity is now. Our phone bidder participating. $650,000. Make it 670. Let's go there now. Not here to dilly-dally. First call, second time, last chance. Having to move it along then, put the property into perspective then at $670,000 on behalf of our seller now. At $670,000, vendor bid, take me to $690 if you will. At $670,000, then a $20,000 rise to keep it rolling now. First call now at $670,000, are we interact? Second time at 670. Third, last chance. They bidding, Steve? Shaking your head the wrong way. Has to be north to south. First call, second, last chance to later out. Look, I'm not even confused about the value of this property. I'm going to move it along on behalf of the seller in at $690,000. Put it into perspective. At $690,000. Away from my instructions. At $690,000. Are we interact? Take 10 if you want. Give me the opportunity to discuss with the seller. Not sure how successful you'll be, but if he wants to have a crack at it, the opportunity is now. First call now at 690. Second call. Third, last opportunity. No? Okay, look, I'm going to put the property into perspective, folks, and I'm going to raise the bidding once more on behalf of our vendor, and I'm going to raise it to $710,000 according to 3 times, or I'm going to close the auction. Once, twice, third, auction's closed. All right, moving on to the next one for the afternoon there, Derek Rosa also from our Cameron Road office. He has been working very, very hard on this property, doing a great job, as you always do there, Derek. In fact, look at that location, folks. Now, there's the Harbour's Edge. What I can tell you that is this morning, at 6 o'clock this morning, my wife and I were walking along the waterfront there. We just stood back and we were watching the cruise ships come. That is right on your doorstep from number 3 Finlow Way, so don't let that opportunity slip you by, folks. While the homes are enticing, it also comes with that absolutely sublime location. Nautical activities, well, they are numerous nearby. If you're windsurfers, if you just like a wander along the water's edge, if you like a bit of fishing. In fact, as we went for a walk, there was a guy down there launching his boat to go out and do a bit of fishing this morning. That's all right on your doorstep. I can't emphasise that enough. The legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate. Well, there's an added bonus. 358 square metres, that's all you have to look after, so you can enjoy everything that this location offers you here, and it's a low maintenance home as well. Record of title 54331 confirms all the legal aspects. As I look to Derek for confirming the channels list, no changes there. No changes. And confirming our settlement date is 20 working days. Bit of flexibility around that if you need an alternative date as well. So So that covers off all the legal aspects of it, folks. Now remember, the bonus and advantage of this property as well is the fact that it has got 3 good sized bedrooms, it's single level, it's got that wonderful open plan lounge, dining, kitchen area, which simply facilitates easy living as well, especially that single level. Plus you've got the easy indoor-outdoor flow out to that area, and that's where you're going to spend a lot of your time because they're orientated to the north, so it simply bathes in sunshine all as well. Redecorated throughout over the last couple of years as well. Your nightly feasts, well, they're going to taste even better coming out of this kitchen. That's of course if you manage to stay away from the cafes and everything, all just a short distance walk from your new home here at 3 Finlow Way. A great lock and leave property there, or to downsizers. What a great retreat this will be as well. Only 5 minutes drive into town to all the retail therapies and everything. You've got a very short drive around to the supermarket and the cafes there at Vioretta, and you can even walk to golf if you want to do 9 holes from home, and it's a flat walk as well. So everything going for it, Derek. Everything going for it. It's probably one of those properties that you don't actually want to sell because you don't want to part with it.
Well, it's a lovely property, lovely vendors, and a lovely place to have an open house.
So there you go. Well, I'm going here. I might be disappointed for you, Derek, but I'm actually going to try and stop you from having any more open homes because I'm here to sell the property today, folks. Who'd like to start the bidding on it? Can't sell it to you like that. You're going to have to bid. Somebody start me away? $780,000. We're underway now at $780,000. A little lower than where I would have liked to have started soon, but that's okay. Happy to work alongside you at $780,000. I'll take a 20 rise around me to 8 if you will. At 780, are we in a route now, or we just got the one bidder here? First call, second time, 780 000. Third, last opportunity, working alongside you then, sir, with the vendor bid at 8. At $800,000, it's with me, make it 820, shall we there? Just keep it rolling, keep you in the right place there to be able to talk with our sellers. At 820, no, I can't take 805, but I will take 810. 806. 810, sir. 807. 810, I need you to be, sir. Yep.
No, just pass it.
No, I want to help you today, sir. Yes. Take it to 810 and I'll give you the opportunity to keep talking with the vendor. Okay, we'll go 810. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me, sir. At $810,000, I put it to the floor then for any further discussions. At 810. First call, second, last chance, in or outs. Scott, bids over here at $810,000. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Alright, moving on, folks. 40 Margaret Road, Axel Martinez. This grown up pretty good in the suit, don't you, Axel? Hey?
Thanks, sir.
Gee whiz. Hey? Axel working out of our Cherrywood office, doing a great job out there, as do all of our agents. I don't like singling them out because they all do a fantastic job out there. And as you have done with 40 Margaret Road, Axel, it's a unique property that will accommodate family living superbly. You've got that popular family location that it's in as well. Certainly very sought after indeed. We look at the legal aspects. It's a freehold estate, 860 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer here. Record of title 8 SA 16C folio 438. Describes all the legal aspects. Now, all the channels, folks, they are as is, where is. So there's no window warranties with all the channels. And 50 working days, Axel, is our settlement date.
Correct.
And so a couple of extra clauses in the contract there. Clause 24, 9.31 of the general terms is varied to the extent vendors makes no warranty as the channels, plant systems and services device. Clause 25, purchasers acknowledge that they've received a copy of the LIN report and noting that the pool situated on the property does not have a backflow prevention device installed, and the inclusion of the third-party reports. The purchaser purchased the property with that knowledge and accept that you accept the property in its actual state and condition at the time of completion of settlement and agrees that no warranties are undertaken as given by the vendor as to the quality or fitness for purpose. Therefore, clause 9.1 of the general terms and conditions has been deleted. Obviously, that's been well circulated out there, Axel. Everybody's aware of that. So, moving on now. Channels list, any other changes there? What's listed?
No more changes.
No more changes, so it's all right. I don't mind phones ringing in the auction room. bit and don't let them go. There's their opportunity. So back to the place here. Look at that, folks. The perfect place to host a carefree, relaxing afternoon barbecue that will linger on well into the evening. I can assure you of that. Your kids are never going to want to leave home when you own a property like this, folks. So then there's the opportunity for you to just sit back and relax and enjoy those stunning elevated views of the Matua Estuary, the Kaimai Ranges. Simply superb indeed there. Just imagine sitting out there at the end of the day watching the big yellow oak just fading in behind the Kaimai Ranges there. Absolutely glorious indeed. Now you do get a lot of those views also enjoyed from various parts of the home as well. You've got the 3 spacious bedrooms, plus you've got the added bonus of that rumpus room, which I think is being used as the 4th bedroom at the moment, so you've got that option there as well. Scope for it for you to convert it to self-contained if you so wish. So, you know, if this is if space is all about what you've got on your wish list there, folks, there's room for here. And if you've got a boat that's on the horizon, then there's even space to park the boat as well as the team's cars as well. So a great location, nice and handy to all the schools, easy access in and out of the city. Who'd like to start me away for this one? Number 14 Margaret Road. $750,000. Appreciate your start there, sir. $750,000, nice and quick is the way we like it. At $750, chasing down a $20,000 rise for this property here, $750, $770. Do we say let's go there quickly now? First call, second time, third for a slice of paradise in Margaret Road here. Pardon? 770. I'll take the 10 there, sir. It'll just take us longer to get there. 770 back to you for 80, sir. Or should we stay in 20s and go to the 90? 90 it is. $790,000. There's a leaf out of you. Take a leaf out of his book, sir. Maybe take it through to 810 if you will. $790,000 on the left-hand side. Back to you, sir, for your second bid, your turn. First call now.
800.
800 it is. At 800, do we still stay in the 20s, sir? At 820 it is now. At 820 makes it 830. Following your pattern there, sir. At $820,000, it's on the left-hand side here at 820. Are you absolutely 100% sure? Happy to take that second, third 10 if you've got it there. Just dig nice and deep. At $820,000, so otherwise we're going to pause the auction. We're going to work with this gentleman over here. Now you've just gone right now. Is that a bid, or are you okay me for the pause and talk with this gentleman over here? Excellent. In favour of you, sir, at $820,000. First call, just in case you want to change your mind, sir. Second time. Third, last answer, or else. It's over here on the left-hand side, mark at $820,000. When you see we can help the gentleman, please. All right, back we go, folks. Number 1, Sterling Gate Drive. We've, as you see, Louise has just given me some instructions now. We have an amended bid now at $1,240,000. Can you confirm that bid for me, sir, at $1,240,000? Jacqueline, you've got our sellers on the phone here in different locations. Can you confirm, please, my instructions to sell to this gentleman here at 1240? On the market it goes then at $1,240,000 in favour of the gentleman seated in the centre of the auction room. I sell away now for the one of a better bid. Happy to take a 10 rise, even a 5 if it's there. First call now, if you've got 2.5 sitting deep in your pocket, now's the time to pull it out. Second call now at 1.240, it goes. Third, final opportunity, it goes. Congratulations to our sellers watching via the live stream. Right, lucky last in the catalogue, but we've got a couple of being negotiated, so don't run away. We'll be back to you with a result on those 2 properties as soon as we can. Lucky last for the day, 18A Land Place. Again, Sharon and Malcolm have been on the job with this one as well. Have a look at that screen there, folks. The sunny patio that flows from the living area. Plus, it's got access from the huge master bedroom as well. So I can tell you now, this will be your favourite alfresco spot there in the home at 18A Land Place. Legal aspects, it's a cross-lease freehold, SA 37C, folio 828 describes all the legal aspects of it. 10 working days from today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Channels list, no changes there. Would have thought so. So a great option here. Now this particular property is surprisingly spacious. You've got those high ceilings there that give you a sense of space and extra light in the home as well. You've got that tidy original condition, so there's plenty of scope for you to add your personal touch and make it something very, very special to you yourselves. You've got the good sized kitchen to modernise your desires and you know, create the engine room of the home how you actually want it. It ticks the boxes as a healthy home as well, ensuring comfort for your tenants. And if you're looking for an investment property, expect a return somewhere between $480 and $520 a week for the property. You've got easy access to the CBD and the arterial routes, close to absolutely fabulous schools, cycleways, harbour front, all many reasons for the popularity of this neighbourhood. And of course you are located just around the corner from the Cherrywood shop, so no need to use the car. Around the corner there you go, and you've got everything on hand for you. And of course if you just pop into the Cherrywood office and see Malcolm or Sharon, they'll take you across the road to the little cafe and share your coffee as well. So in your hands, buyers. I love converting salespeople spending their money, eh? Hey, you know that place, folks. Looking for cash interest here today. Last one of the day. First call round, are we in or out? Second time. Last chance. No cash today for this one. Just as we expected, so I'm going to close the auction. What sort of buying power do we need for this property? Location.
And that is this is an awesome unit, and you can own this for $729,000.
$729,000, that's all you need, folks, to be able to position yourself all but in the heart of Cherrywood. Just call into the Cherrywood office or give them a call, ask for Sharon or Malcolm, they'll help you with that. $729,000 buys the property today. Thanks, team.
Thanks, Frank.
You're welcome. Right, back we go, folks. Number 3, Finlay Way. I haven't amended bid now, sir. Can you just confirm that bid at $835,000? Would have been a little bit easier if we had gone straight here and I think we got there at $835,000, folks. Just confirming your instructions. I'm to sell to the highest bidder here this afternoon. At $835,000 on the market it goes there, folks, in favour of the buyer at the back of the room there now, selling away at $835,000. $5,000 bid on top would be a very strategic move and a wise one in my book as well. Think about the location at $835,000. First call now, second time, last chance before it goes. It goes. Sold $835,000. Congratulations to our sellers. We've got one more property being negotiated, folks. We'll be back to you in a moment with that one. Spaces we've got left, see, anywhere you like. Okay, 40 Margaret Road, folks. We now have the results and left the room at $820,000, folks. And you just confirm that you've amended your bid now to $885,000. At $885,000, sir, you're confirming for me the owner's instructions to sell to these folks for what we're better. At $885,000, here's your opportunity now. At $885,000, if you've got a lazy five sitting in the back pocket, now's the time to put it on the table. Otherwise, I sell down here at $885,000. First call now, second time, last chance to hammer's up. It goes. Sold. Congratulations to the family. That concludes our auctions today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, we'll see you back here next week with another 8 properties. See you there.